Okay, so I have my data here. I'm going to just rename this tab. So I'm to rename it to 2000, 2000. Okay, and all the analysis that I'm going to do, as I said before, I'm going to do it here in this tab. Okay, one thing I'm going to do is I want to be able to scroll down here and keep this header fixed. So in order to do that, I'm going to go to the cell. I'm going to go to View, then Freeze Panes, and then, right, I can scroll down, but the header is fixed. Okay, next thing I'm going to do, I'm just going to take these figures and divide by 1 million. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm going to use 2 decimal places only. So now I'm going to build my frequency table, right? That's the first thing I need to do here, frequency table. Okay, table, I need the minimum entry. I need the maximum entry. I need the range. I need the number of classes. Okay, and I need the class width. Class width. Okay, so this is just to start. A sample size. So this is going to be counting, right? How many data entries I have. So I have 464 data entries. Okay, so that's my sample size. So I'm going to start with 10 classes, and then the class width, okay, is going to be, remember, range divided by number of classes rounded to the nearest million. So 2 millions. Okay, so that's my class width. Okay, now, so in theory, the lower class boundary of the first class has to be the minimum, but here the minimum is very close to 0. So I am really going to use 0. Okay, then to get the following lower class limits, remember I take the previous one and I add the class width. Fix it. Okay, and I need to go 10 classes. So this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 classes. Okay, so this is going for all the way to $18 million. Okay, now here, right, I'm going to take the lower class limit of the first class, and then I'm going to subtract something. Right, that's something I'm going to add it here as a parameter. Okay, it's going to be called jump, just name it somehow, and it's going to be of the order of $10,000. Okay, so this is going to be then 2 million minus $10,000. Okay, so that's $1,990,000. To get the next upper class limits, I'm just going to add the class width. Okay, and then copy it. Very good. So these are my classes. What else I need? I need to do the classes as labels. Okay, so this is going to concatenate strings. So the the lower class limit dash. Okay, and then the upper class. All right, very good. So I have now the classes. I copy this down. Okay, and then I just format the way I want it, like that. The midpoints, I'm going to call them mid. Okay, it's just the average of these two. Okay, copy down, and I'm going to remove decimal places. So you see, this is pretty close to 1 million. Okay, really here, $5,000 is not really much compared to the units. So that's why, it's very convenient to do this division by 1 million. Okay, so now I forgot to do something. I'm going to just move this a little down so I have this empty row here. Now I need to do the frequencies. let me call it this freq, okay? Function frequency, okay? I need to provide the data array, so fix it, x4, f4, f4, right, comma, and then the upper class limits. I fix it, okay, and then Control Shift Enter, and these are my frequencies. First thing I notice is that the distribution is very skewed, right? Because you see, I have all my data entries, but many of them are concentrated in the first two classes, right? So pretty much the bulk of all players for this season earn less than $4 million. Okay, so the next thing I need to do is I need to verify as a sanity check that the sum of the frequencies is equal to the sample size. So if I add all this, 464, which is my sample size, so then I'm happy.